What's up, everybody? It's Life Coach D coming at you, and I'm coming at you once again with my coach's moment. So today, I want to talk to you guys about the influence and the effect that you leave when you're in the capacity of a coach or a leader. As I mentioned yesterday, once again, here's my book, Being a Leader. Leaders effectively coaching more than the athlete. In chapter 8, I talk about the impression you leave. And one of the things I wanted to address is the mindset and the mentality that starts very young with coaching kids. And hopefully this is an encouragement. I'm sure I'm going to offend somebody in this, but I will say it because I've written about it. One of the things that's very important that should be understood when you are in a position of influence is that you can influence somebody in a negative or a positive manner. And one of the things that has always been a negative connotation about sports is that you start kids very, very early being told derogatory things, them being called derogatory things in negative environments. And what happens is at age 7, 8, 9, 10, I don't know how any parent would allow this from any coach, that carries over into middle school, that carries over into high school, carries over into college. And there's a mentality that's established very young that says it's okay to mishandle, to me, a position or a title. I've always said that it's not my job to raise or discipline anybody's kids in terms of verbal abuse or even physical abuse to a certain extent, because that's just happening as well. But the best thing I can say is that the impression that you leave is life lasting and it's lifelong. And so if I start off telling somebody very derogatory things, and that's the connotation that's out there, then that's how they'll respond. And what happens is as they mature and matriculate in the sport or in life, they will think it's okay to be talked to a certain way and to be reacting to certain things that's being said to them. And that's a very strong impression that you leave. So if I can encourage anybody out there who wants to walk in any area of leadership, specifically coaching, it would be to make sure that you know your role, have role clarity. Always realize that you are an impressionable person, leaving an impression on people, and that whatever impression you leave is something that will live and last with the individuals that you have responsibility for and over. Okay, that is my coach's moment. I hope that helps anybody out there. Once again, if I start calling somebody out their name at a young age, they're going to think it's okay for me to do that in high school, etc., and so on. And the last thing I will say is it's one of the things I learned in my coaching career is that when you are a coach, you are a teacher on the outside of the classroom. And I think a lot of people forget that. If you wouldn't call somebody out of their name or be derogatory inside of a classroom, you should not do that on a coaching field of any sort. Okay? So that's what I have. Like I said, it's not the most popular thing to be said, but it should be said. And a real coach is going to do that. And so that's my coach's moment. So until you guys hear from me again, I want you to remember your lives are very valuable. Much love. God bless. And peace be with you.